Okay, guys, welcome. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. This is our first of our new series. We're
Good.
going to be talking to our agents and we're going to be finding out what they're doing to level up their business. And we've got Sena Sweargan with us from our Providence office. And we got Naomi Payton. She got Antonio on the screen, but I can assure you that's Naomi Payton from our Properties Plus office. How you guys doing?
Great, great.
Wonderful.
Awesome. And they got the coolest glasses on. I'm not as cool as they are. They're really styling today. So I love that. And today we're going to talk about how they're using MoxiEngage to really help their business get more organized and grow their business. So why don't you guys do a quick introduction of yourselves? We'll start with you, Sena, and then we'll get into it.
Great. My name is Sena Sweargan, and I am an agent here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, serving both North and South Carolina. So I can help with either of those states in the greater Charlotte community. I have been with Century 21 since December of 2020, and it's been great and amazing for my business. And I'm happy to be able to share a lot of the things that I've learned, and most recently have really started to take advantage of Moxie Exchange and how that has just changed my mindset for my business as well as my organization.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
How about you, Naomi?
Hi, my name is Naomi Payton. I am an agent here in Charleston, South Carolina. I've been with Century 21 for 5 years now. Not originally from Charleston, but the Air Force brought my family and I to the area. And I love Century 21 Properties Plus. I've been with them the whole time I've been licensed. So um, I'm very, very excited to talk about how I've been using MoxiEngage and how it's going to help my business this year in 2024.
And just something really interesting about Naomi. So we were talking a couple weeks ago, and you spent a lot of time traveling last year and trying to
Yes,
maintain a business. Can you just talk about that real quick? Because I was just fascinated about you were able to sell what 15 units last year doing what you did. It blew my mind.
yes. So my husband has been stationed in Hawaii for the past 3 years. So last year alone, I sold 15 units, and that's traveling back and forth from Hawaii to Charleston. In the previous year before that, I sold 27 units. So I've been traveling back and forth from Charleston to Hawaii every 2 to 3 weeks. So when I get to Hawaii, I would set up buyer consultations. I would get Taylor to show some homes for me, whenever I'm out of town. So I've been able to run a successful business, being a mom, being a wife, traveling full time for the past 3 years. And it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, it just proves that if you set your mind to something and you're willing to put in the work and the effort, it can get done. And I mean, that's just great. And that's a lot of airline miles. That's a lot of time on the plane, but
Absolutely.
lots of work, sleep, and movies. Probably all three of those. So
Yeah.
okay, well, why don't we kick it off by Sina, why don't you kind of tell us what you've been doing with Moxie? I know you've both been recently starting to really engage in it. MoxiEngage, engage in MoxiEngage, and what got you going on it, and what are you specifically doing with it?
Sure. So I started really looking at Engage as instead of looking at it as this big beast that I just didn't have anything control over. So I just jumped in and said, okay, let's take a look at this, because I was doing a comparison to things that I had utilized previously that just seemed to work very perfectly for me. And when I tried to do the same things in Engage, it didn't do that, so I kind of threw it away. I decided to start looking at that a little bit more and say, let me just use the tools that I have and see what they can do. And I have been amazed at how I can wonderfully organize my work to be able to see what's going on with the people that things are going on with, how I can utilize making notes for the touches and making sure that I can have at least 5 touches a day to some people. And what I've been doing is I've been spending and time blocking on my phone by taking 2 hour increments and saying, okay, in 2 hours, I'm going to spend 2 hours in Engage, whether that's cleaning up, whether that's contacting clients, whatever it is that I need to do. And then I found that because I've received so much, I would say, guidance through just the technology of it, that I have been able and been encouraged to be able to do more than 2 hours in it, because now I want to get everybody all together. I want to make sure that I've got the right touches, that I've got the right timetable, that I'm setting the right tasks. So it's really been inspirational for me to be able to use Engage a whole lot more.
Oh, I love that, inspirational. And I know when we were talking a week or two ago, you were telling me how you're getting more and more appointments. In fact, that you're having a very busy January with buyer consultations and stuff, more than usual, as a result of being intentional with your engagement with these clients and staying on task. So,
Correct.
yeah,
Correct.
so
I've had a ton of buyer consultations this month in January, and getting people prepared, and even on the fly, where even yesterday I had someone pop up in my feed, and I've been working with them probably about 3 years, and they popped up in my feed for me to make contact with, and I made contact with them. And we have a timetable now that by March we're going to start doing our looking and everything. So it really has been beneficial for me to be intentional about my business.
oh, cool. And then Miss Frequent Flyer over here, she already, and we're not even out of January yet, has 11 under contract already, and just having an amazing start to the year. And so tell us how you're using Engage to help with your business, Naomi.
So right now, how I'm using Engage is, excuse me, I have a ton of contacts from Facebook. So what I've been doing, in the past, I'm building my database, putting all those contacts into Moxie. So, and it's a daunting task of how many people are in my inbox from Facebook. So I'm taking that information, name, email address, phone number, and I put it into MoxiEngage. So we try to, my husband and I, we try to go through at least 15 to 20 contacts a day. So when we upload that into Moxie, we try to do that each day instead of just trying to do everything all at once. Within the past week, we've gotten 3 pre-approved buyers.
Wow.
So this goes to show, like, we put the information in there. He'll set up a campaign and say, hey, I know you reached out to me in the past. I'm just checking to see if you're still interested in real estate. And they'll immediately respond and say, yes, I've been looking and I've been thinking about it. I remember when when I messaged you, like, I'm ready. And if I had not done that, that's 3 new pre-approved buyers. So
That's amazing. Again, being intentional about just making sure we're staying in contact with the people in our database, whether that's people on your phone and Facebook, written on pieces of paper sitting around on our desks, business cards and stuff. But getting it organized in one place is obviously helping both of you. So that's great. Naomi, are you setting tasks up in MoxiEngage? Have you gotten to that level yet?
Yes. So we're setting up tasks right now, anniversaries, past clients, sending out those emails for past clients. And like I said, I was just telling you earlier, one of my past clients said, hey, my coworker is looking to buy. I gave him your phone number, you sent that email out. It reminded me, like, I remember that experience we had. You took care of us, and I told my coworkers. So I was like, wow, like, you can
Magic.
literally, yes, you can use it for everything. And something that I'm working on as well, Stephen, as you know, my home buyer seminar. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be using MoxiEngage to reach out to those people to have them sign up. And something Stephanie and I talked about, and my husband, because I don't want to have too many, people show up. So we're thinking about doing something streaming, and those that are interested in streaming the home buyer seminar, I'm gonna send all of that through MoxiEngage. So I'm just really, really excited because I'm just now getting started, and it's already making a huge impact on my business.
That's so cool, because you're both just really getting started with really using it in a robust way, and you're already seeing results. And it's just about being organized. And I think you're using tasks in it as well, Sena, correct? Are you guys using it
Yes.
to drive phone calls and stuff like that as well, or send texts, or just using the email component of it? Because like, how are you using that part?
Well, right now I'm just using strictly email. Everything's been email. They've been responding, and then they'll call. But I've like Sena was saying, I haven't had as many subscribers, but they're opening the emails.
Right. Yeah, and she does call people a lot and talk to people in text and does a lot of videos. So it's not like she's not, but it sounds like you're right now, as you're getting organized, you're using the email campaigns for now. And then Sena, I think you're getting into tasks, and I think you're using it to start doing phone calls and other things as well, the reminders.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Just like I said yesterday, one of my prospects had been in my database for a while. She's actually a personal friend, and we've been working together for a while, but I haven't spoken to her since August. So since her name popped up, I decided, let me text her and make a phone call. And I just told her, I said, 2024 is your year. Let's get a house. And then she asked if I had time to talk about it. And so now that's a phone call that I had. Lead generation sources that are in there that I have put in there, and I still have some that I hadn't put in there, but also some of my lead generation sources, I've just been able to reach out to them and give them a call, send a text. MoxiEngage has helped me to track how I'm contacting people or how I want to contact people. So sometimes it's a text, it's a social media exchange, it is an email outside of exchange. Those are things that I can track, and so I can easily put them down as tasks that I've completed on that day.
I think that's really important, because it's like it's so easy to miss people in our database, and having them organized in something like MoxiEngage and having tasks set up, making sure not only on email drip campaigns, but you guys can also tag them like a past home buyer or past home seller, or how a renter, or a lead from a certain system. So you can sort them. And I've talked to some of the agents that will sort them. And today I'm going to call my expired listings that I have in here, or the FSBO people I have in here, or my leads from this source in there, or my past clients this day, or they'll mix them up. But it's helped them kind of get organized in their approach and their mindset for that task that they're doing at that point.
Yes.
So very cool. Anything else before we wrap up that you guys want to share about it?
I want to say this one story, and I'll.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, prospect turned client. I sent her an email through Moxie. Then she emailed me back and said she wasn't interested in buying at the time, and that she would consider using me as a realtor. 2 days later, she called me and said, I found the perfect house. I need you to write the contract for me. And that was just random through Facebook. I put her into Moxie, and 2 days later, she said she didn't want a house, and then I wrote a contract, and now we're on the contract. So putting that information in there, it works. It works. Utilize it. Utilize everything.
What you're saying is too, and it is so true, is that you just never know who in your database is going to be ready to buy and sell. And people, situations change, they change their mind, their life situation changes. Things are happening. If we're staying top of mind with these people, and we can't be passive about it. You guys are being very active about your approach. I think a lot of agents are very passive and hope that these people will contact them. You're actively engaging them. And even though like, and I don't like sell Naomi short, she's just using email in there, but she's very actively engaged with her database, right? And she's using that piece of it now, but trust me when I say that she's out there talking to people and getting it done. And same with Sena. Sena is actively going after the business. We're not sitting here waiting for it to come to us. And that's, I think, the big message out of there. And Moxie is just another tool in your toolbox to stay in front of people and get organized. And I love what you guys are doing. Definitely be checking in with you guys throughout the year and see how many closings you're racking up. It's pretty awesome. And Naomi, we might have to have a whole discussion about your buyer seminar. She's doing something really, really cool. It's not your typical buyer seminar. She's working with the builder. She's doing all this really cool stuff, and it'd be really cool to see how it turns out, and if she's willing to share. And I'm sure she will with all you guys about how it worked and what she did to make it successful. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate you. It was super helpful. And I'll see you soon. All right.
All right.
Cheers.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.